Hi guys, Matt from Mercer Performance back with you to show you some more basketball drills that you can do at home in isolation that don't take a lot of equipment or space. So let's get into it. Okay, so for the first drill, we're going to do ball manipulation. Now a lot of ball handling stuff is about quick movements, using your fingertips and dribbling that ball nice and quick, but we want to be able to control the ball with our fingers and place that ball wherever we want to. Helps us with a lot of our game in terms of ball handling, shooting, passing, that sort of things. Okay, so it helps with all that sort of facets in the game. To start with, we're going to do a nice little warm-up drill that helps us manipulate the ball that we've done on the channel before, but it's a really simple one, really essential, and it's really important that you get this done as a nice little warm-up to help those fingers engage and to be in control of the ball at maximum capacity, basically. So for this, we're just going to set up, we're going to have a little object in front of us. It doesn't have to be a cone, it can be a shoe, anything like that. Alright, we want to dribble up and over it using one hand. As we do this, we want to shift our body with it so our balance changes as well. From here, we're just going to bounce it in the same hand, bring it up and over, grab that ball, bring it back, going back and forth, just up and over. I want to move my hand on top of the ball so that I'm maintaining control, using my pinky and my index finger as my main fingers for control. Notice how I'm shifting my weight as I go back and forth. Now we want to go for about 30 seconds each side, and we want to do that twice each side as well. Just so we're nice and warm. Bring that ball up and over. Dribbling with control. Put the ball on your fingertips. Moving on to the next part of the drill, we're going to actually add that in with a couple crossover moves. So we're going to work on our ball manipulation. That same sort of up and over move is going to start us off. So we're going to take our first dribble, just a pound in front of our dominant foot. We're going to bring the ball up and over and drop it into our opposite hand. From here, we're going to do 3 crossovers. First one goes through the legs, noticing how I shift my body weight over my front leg here like that. As we grab that ball from there, we're going to bring it back for another crossover in front of our body, and then finally a third crossover through our legs again. So what that looks like, just on the spot, take a pound, up and over, drop it, cross, cross, cross. Okay, so again, pound, drop, cross, cross, cross. Okay, we're going through the legs twice, so pound, drop, cross, cross. So for this, just focus dropping that ball to the other hand. Make sure you're moving your body as well. So make sure you're moving your leg and really being nice and quick, placing that weight in front of you. This will help us control that ball. For the final part of the drill, we're going to put those skills together and we're going to use the space in front of us. So grabbing a marker, and we're going to place that in front of us. This is going to simulate our defender standing in front of us. From here, we're going to take 2 hard dribbles, and we're going to shift our weight back. From there, we're going to take a couple steps out and retreat backwards. And how that's going to look, with our 2 dribbles, we're going to take that right in front of us, in front of our dominant leg. From here, we're going to shift back. So our non-dominant leg is going to come in, we're going to shift our dominant leg back and take another bounce like this. So we're actually turning side on towards our defender in front of us. From here, we're going to take a couple steps out, planting our opposite foot, retreating back and starting again. So when we piece that all together, it looks like this. 2 hard dribbles, back, coming out, and retreat. So notice how my weight shifts when I shift back and my opposite foot comes into the center. After I take my 2 dribbles, my weight shifts, okay, and I'm actually turning my shoulder in towards my defender. From there, I'm going to really emphasize the change of pace. Coming out, planting my opposite foot, and retreating. So when you're doing this, important, you want to do 1 minute on each side. This really helps, especially if you've warmed up that ball manipulation with practical in-game scenarios. Alright guys, that's the end of those drills. So hopefully now you get a bit of an understanding of how ball manipulation works and how it's essential for your game, and you can put those into a game sense when we come back. Now, these drills obviously require low equipment and low space, so make use of it if you're in that scenario and you don't have much space to work with, or if you don't have any outdoor courts that you can go to. If you have any comments, questions, feedback, just leave them in the comments section down below and I'll be sure to reply to you. Thanks for tuning in.